Hey, Sagittarius. Intuitive Soul Coach here with your November 2024 bonus reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, welcome. Now, I do see here, Sagittarius, some of you making new choices. These choices have to do with your health, mentally, physically, emotionally, body, mind, and soul, basically. So consequences from choices may have shown up in a way that you didn't love. Therefore, there is a time around this 11/11 portal for you to set some new intentions of manifestations come 2025. And I see that you've hit some obstacles, right? You've hit a wall. Some of you, this is crashing through the glass ceiling in a sense, because your clarifier for the obstacles is me talks. This is all about repairing the body, mind, and soul. Repairing the limitations that have caused the obstacles in the first place. So I am getting a strong energy around choices and their consequences. So there could be some opportunities for you coming in around this November energy, around this 11/11 time, which really helps us channel to the higher realms. It helps us remember who we are, to feel a sense of connectivity and awakening, to set intentions, to help us prioritize who we are and where we're meant to be on our path. And if you don't like where you're at, there's change coming in. Okay, Queen of Discs. A lot of you, this has to do with your finances, with your stability, with your health, with your abundance. Basically, the things that we have here in the physical, tangible, earthly realm. This is what you may have hit a brick wall on. And Sag, I do see that taking some time for yourself to really go within over the next few months is going to be pivotal to making new choices that manifest in a more abundant way for you in 2025. Because you have the Garden of Venus, rest and renewal. Some of you are tired. I'm talking bone tired, tired on a soul level, not just need a nap tired, right? I need a nap for a week, right? This is something that goes deeper. And for some of you, this is a complete overhaul or shift in an area of your life, maybe many different areas, Sagittarius, that have felt resistant, have felt out of your control even. So today we'll look at how to fully embody the energy of the 11/11 portal. What truth do you need to get behind or wake up to? What are the intentions that you're putting out into the universe and how to best align with those intentions? We'll get advice here from your guides, as well as how will this new wave cause a ripple over the coming months well into your 2025. All right. So with the Me Talks card, I feel some of you, it feels like you're making new choices. Therefore, you're going to have new consequences. You're going to have a new outcome. And because the Me Talks is showing up, I'm getting devil vibes where there may have been some unhealthy choices or some external situations that caused you to have ill health in some way, mentally, again, physically, spiritually. And I feel like that is being addressed. Yeah, that is being addressed. Final outcome. Oh, yeah. Everything is changing. There is a destruction of an old life, of an old foundational system, an old belief system even. You have the Tower. You have actually a few major arcanas here, 3, I believe, out of 6. Bottom of the deck, 4 out of 6 or out of 7, the World Tree. You're completing a major cycle in your life, Sagittarius. Are you aware? I feel like you are. You know this because you're intuitive. It's something that may have been going on for you for quite some time. Whatever this obstacle has been, you're wrapping this up. You're saying, I'm tired. I'm tired of this. I'm ready to close this cycle or journey of my life, and I'm ready for a new beginning. And that's what is showing up here with the World Tree. All right, so let's dive in. We will take a look at the guidebook messages at the end of your reading, so stay tuned. I want to take a look at both the wall and me talks, because right now I feel at this time you are focusing on repairing some beliefs, repairing some issues maybe around the body or the mind, mentally or physically, even emotionally for some of you, that have been a byproduct, of the obstacles that you've gone through. Or it could be conditioning that has caused blockages, right? That have caused a stagnant energy here in order for you to look at things from a new perspective, to give you that new beginning that you're wanting here. And I feel like there is a breaking out of the mold. So diving in, how to fully embody the energy of the 1111 portal, which is powerful. The month of November is 11, new beginnings, right? Leadership. It's all about courage within the self. Aces, ones are gifts, right? They're gifts. And I feel like you are unwrapping something deep within yourself at this time, Sag. And you have this Queen of Pentacles. This is expression. This is being able to say what you mean what you say, and enjoy the work that you're doing, and enjoy the benefits of your hard work. And I feel like perhaps it's been a struggle to do so. Perhaps there has been one thing after another at times that have delayed this completion or delayed your gratification. That's kind of what I'm getting here with the World showing up at the bottom. It feels like there's been obstacles that have delayed your progress, but deep down, there's something happening that you may not see. And what you may not see is there has been progress. There's been deep soul growth and evolution within you. And I feel like there's been a sense of stability that's been building up within you. So when a tower shows up, whether it's out of your control, whether it's in the world, because we have the world and the tower, so this could be changes globally, changes economically, that you have set yourself up in some way to be prepared. Because the Queen of Pentacles, she is business savvy. She's stable and secure within who she is. And I feel like that's why you have gone through some of those obstacles to strengthen you, to give you a little bit of that resilience in a sense. But now you're like, Mel, I don't want to be strengthened anymore. I'm tired. And I do feel like there is a rest and renewal period coming in where this is a bit of a sneak peek into your 2025, the Garden of Venus. And Sagittarian Venus is a very beautiful, elegant energy. It's about enjoying the fruits of your labor. You see here, the Garden of Venus is bright, it's colorful, it's expansive. Venus also rules money as well and finances. So it can be a love for what you do. This can be a love for your people, your soul tribe, partnerships, connections, community. So that may be what is coming together for you in 2025. And I see you transmuting some sort of pain. Look at that. You have the Fool's Embrace. What comes after the World is we jump back into the Fool's journey all over again. And it feels like you have been stuck in some sort of painful cycle that again has caused a little bit of a delay, but you are on the cusp of a major ending here. and you're graduating in a sense. You're transmuting this pain. And what else do we see here? Yeah, you're regaining a sense of confidence in your magical sword here. This is about you using your skills, your talents to withstand anything that shows up here for you. And I feel like you are entering into, again, the Garden of Venus, but we'll see what that looks like for you at the end of the reading here. So again, how do you fully embrace and embody this energy? Don't be afraid to express yourself. Don't be afraid to pat yourself on the back for your hard work. Okay, because she does work hard. Queen of Pentacles, she could be a businesswoman or very business savvy. She could work in a traditional role. She could be someone who's very resourceful, very nurturing. She could be frugal as well. Possibly someone who is a financial advisor or is working really well with her money. And Sag, I feel like there's something about you manifesting abundance by being able to not hold yourself back. And there's something here about overcoming the obstacles that have held you back. And that's why those are big themes. And you're working on repairing the body and the mind at this time so you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. All right. So what truth do you need to wake up to? The High Priest, which actually is the Magician in this deck. It's card 1. And remember, 1 is new beginnings. It is the 11:11. It is November. It is all about leadership and communication as well as the self. Now, the Magician has all the tools that they need to manifest the life that they want. And I feel like if there's something missing at this time, you will soon discover what that piece is. The missing link is kind of what I'm getting here. Yeah, if I label your reading today, it would be the missing link discovered, because there's something that you are discovering within a dynamic, within a situation, within your health, that you're putting the pieces together. And I feel like you're bringing about more energy, because the Magician is very energized, but because you have the repairing work here, and because I see the rest and renewal, it just feels like you will be more energized by stepping into this new timeline, this new paradigm, this new perspective, and knowing that you have what it takes to fulfill this dream, this Queen of Pentacles. Male or female, it doesn't matter, but she works hard for her money and she's able to enjoy the life that she's built. She's able to have enough to spread the wealth, to share. She's able to live a life that feels balanced and it feels flexible at the same time. Even though she can be traditional, I feel like she is someone who is in touch with the environment around her. She's very aware of what's going on around her. You could be someone who's very outdoorsy. Maybe you have a green thumb. Maybe you connect to being outside, or that could be something you are being guided to do, is ground yourself on this 11/11 day. Do whatever you need to do to ground yourself. Journal, meditate, get out in nature, go for a walk, work with tourmaline or work with grounding crystals. This could also be you turning some of those dreams of yours into reality, right? And I feel writing something down. Some of you are writers, publishers, authors. You may also be leaving, potentially, for some of you, leaving the corporate world, whether you're retiring or whether you're wanting to go off on your own, or you could be expanding upon your career portfolio in some way. And I feel like you are setting those intentions now, but it has to do with you believing in your skills, Sagittarius, believing that there's skills out there that maybe you haven't given yourself credit for, or there could be additional skills that you're meant to learn with this Magician. Don't be manipulated by external factors. Don't be manipulated by your own limiting beliefs, because I feel like manipulation may have been a part of the obstacle, okay? Whether it be by one's own mind, because our mind can twist things around. You know it, right? I know it. The mind can really twist things around, and other people can as well. And we listen to them and we get sucked into the vortex of fear or criticism or rejection, right? And I feel like those have been obstacles that you're healing from. Now, what is the intention that you're sending out into the world? I'm loving that. Look at 9 of Cups. You are sending out the intention of stability, emotional, spiritual, intuitive stability. Excuse me. This is all about you feeling content and good with your life. This is about you feeling satisfied and feeling like you have accomplished something. There's a sense of serenity here around your energy. And that is also the Garden of Venus, where you're not hustling 24/7, where you're not in that state of go, go, go that we're taught. Maybe that's part of a belief system that you're shattering, is you've worked hard, but you can enjoy the play piece of it. You can enjoy your life a little bit. Or this could be, maybe feeling like you had to stay in a position and that was the only way to be satisfied. That could be shattering, because I see the Tower is actually a really good thing happening here for you, Sag. And the 9 of Cups is a wish fulfillment. So you're definitely putting your wishes out into the universe here, and how to best align with them. Queen of Cups, believe in them. Trust your intuition, because you are intuitively right where you need to be. Even though, again, it feels like there's been a lot happening, and at times you may have even second guessed your intuition. You've been going through this experience not to close down your heart, but for you to empathize, you're becoming more sensitive. And that's a gift, right? That is a gift. And sometimes people look at it as, I don't need to become any more sensitive. I already feel everything. And maybe for those of you that have been numb, right? There could be a huge shift within emotions. And I feel like this is waking up. It feels like there's some sort of, maybe that's the missing link, is being able to feel a sense of service, or a sense of happiness, or a sense of belonging, whatever that 9 of Cups is for you, whatever your wishes are. It goes beyond the physical. Even though I see you are going to manifest the physical with the Queen of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups says this is stability internally. And you're trusting your intuition here. I mean, the Queen of Cups, she's holding the 10th cup there. And the 10 of Cups is the ultimate blessing. The 10 of Cups is happiness. It is the card of marriage, togetherness. It can be emotional fulfillment within your career, where you feel like you're being of service and helping many, many people reach the point of stability as well. So whatever you're doing, even if it feels like there's something missing, maybe that missing piece is you trusting that spirit is working behind the scenes to help your dreams become a reality. All right, what is the advice from your guides? Here you are, Underworld. Card 14 is the Temperance. This is Sagittarian energy. Your guides are saying patience, Grasshopper, right? We don't love to hear patience. I know I don't. We struggle with that. But there's also a message, and this is so interesting because this card has been showing up for almost every sign. And the first thing that I notice when I look at this underworld is the swine, is the pig. It almost feels like you may be seeing the nasty or seeing the ugly going on in the world, but it's important that you don't fall into that trap. But you recognize that there is, in fact, a trap. That when we are not aware, when we are not aligned, we can get sucked into that, right? But you have protection. You have the dragons here, and the dragons are represented by angelic presence even. You've heard of the saying fallen angel, but I feel like this is protection as we go through some massive changes, as your world may be uplifted, right? It almost feels like you're coming back from the pits of something. You're coming back from the shadows of something here. And how interesting to note that the judgment card, the temperance card is self-control, it's balance, it is tender loving care with yourself. And for some of you, yes, it may feel like things are crazy, chaotic, or out of control, but Spirit is saying you are protected. This is also a divine angelic energy with the temperance. Typically, you'll see the angels on this card. And I feel like you understand more now because of where you've been. And I see that there is going to be victory. It looks like the victory wreath at the bottom of the deck here. You're protected as you go through this transformation is what your guides want you to know. And how will this wave cause a ripple over the coming months well into your 2025? We have the Tower. Oh, I must have switched cards here at some point. But I have here the Tower. And remember, you had the World at the bottom of the deck. So it's actually going to upend everything, or there's going to be a complete restructuring of your life, Sagittarius, a complete restructuring of your life. And the Tower doesn't always have to be bad. Yes, it brings change. It can be a surprise, but I feel like this is something you've been praying for. You've been wanting change. You've been praying for some sort of initiation. And that's what the Tower represents. Destroying old structures, not resisting change. Some of you may have even gone through a near-death experience or something that was the catalyst to your own spiritual awakening. And I feel like this is allowing you to finally complete a journey that had been delayed in order for you to open up to a brand new beginning. So let's just pull a couple of cards on this Tower, and then we'll take a look at the Me Talks and the Wall. Spirit, please tell me about the Tower. What is coming in being basically up-leveled? I feel like it's, and you see with the underworld, that's your advice, it's like it goes deep. Instead of just paving the way for like a brand new building. Let's say an old building needs to come down, right? And you go in and you destroy it, but it almost feels like it goes beyond. You got to go deep into the soil. You have to go deep into the foundation and up level everything here. So I feel like this has to do with some beliefs as well. This has to do with some deep conditioning. So let's clarify, Spirit, what's this Tower representing here for Sagittarius? Getting truly honest with yourself and being able to attract others that are honest with you as well. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is known as deceit. Could be self-deceit, self-deception. It can be lies from people around you. And perhaps that's been a block, obstacles here. The Seven of Swords is hiding motives. And it may be that motives were hidden from you. And this could even be our own selves. Sometimes we don't realize the motive behind it. And I feel like you're getting honest with you and you're ready to go back to the drawing board and say, okay, now that I know my motives, and there's no right or wrong motive per se. I mean, if it's aligned with your truth and you are being real about it, then that is the motive that you need to go with, right? And I feel like there's some sort of planning that is being taken right now, Page of Wands, something that you're planning out, but it is going to require a repair, some sort of repair work. And I'm not just talking taking out the door, taking out the window. I'm talking about taking out the whole structure and getting in that big old machine that's going to dig up the soil as well, because there's something quite profound about rebirthing, right? Rebirthing, rising from the ashes. And it almost feels like you're going back to the drawing board and you're doing something that feels authentic. You're doing something that feels real, something that feels honest. And the motives behind it are real, authentic, genuine, and honest. Someone is taking off a mask. And when that mask is off, it frees you up. And I'm actually seeing the old Jim Carrey movie, The Mask. I haven't seen that in ages. Maybe some of you just watched that. But it feels like the mask may have given someone power, right? Just like in that movie. But I feel like, isn't it at the end of that movie, the mask is thrown away? Or maybe does the dog put on the mask? I can't quite recall. It's been a long time, but it feels like he's better off without it. And I see that for some of you, well, for all of you, it feels like the mask is coming off on something here and you're chucking it, whether it be, again, you or someone that maybe you've been working with. But the truth or the authentic piece of this is what prevails, what wins, basically. So let's take a look at the wall and the me talks, because I feel like the me talks is part of the obstacle. So actually, let's look at that one first. Card 39. Some of you may be 39 years old or 56 years old. This is about cleaning house, eliminating toxic thinking. When the me talks card appears, it challenges you to discard the deep, dearly held judgments that you have passed over yourself and others. Release the people who you feel wronged or offended you. Recognize that they mirror the shadow aspects of your own soul. Yes, it is a tough pill to swallow. Only then can you cull from your life the toxic people you have allowed into your circle. It's time for a cleaning of your proverbial house. Get rid of the thoughts and personal judgments poisoning your mind. Eliminate the inauthentic beliefs of others you've adopted as your own. Do so before your mind makes you sick. And empty your literal cupboards of unhealthy junk food, poisoning your body. Fast for one day or skip a meal to allow your body to cleanse itself and rid itself of the toxins. Me Talks appears as a warning that you can no longer postpone the self-care and pampering you long for. The time is now. Do healthy maintenance on your body before you have to make repairs that you will never quite recover from. Me Talks has come to caution you that it is not too late, but you are at the 11th hour. Do not deprive yourself of the health you deserve. And I get goosebumps when I read this. There's been a couple other signs that have had that, because the 11th hour, hello, we're talking about 11/11 energy in November, the 11th month. So for some of you, this is really going to hit home. And it could be a complete shift in health. Some of you cutting out alcohol forever, cutting out certain foods that just do not align with your gut health, right? It could be mental thoughts of destruction, whatever it is here for you. Spirit is saying now is the time. And we're going to take a sneak peek at card 56, the wall. This is being inconvenienced by life. It's detours. There are moments in your life when you are so geared up, so sure that you're on track, with such drive and momentum that you're shocked and confused when you encounter a wall. This unpredictability occurs outside your ability to plan, regardless of if you've done everything right, in alignment with the divine. It's imperative that you change your attitude now. This temporary roadblock is not an obstacle to blast through. This is a stopping point to enable you to slow down and contemplate the part of your manifesting equation that you and everyone else forgets. This is important to remember as you're working with the energy of the 11/11 portal. Life on life's terms will override your best laid plans. Yes, as inconvenient as it may seem, this experience is an important reminder that you are a human being, not a human doing. Perhaps you're being reminded of your mortality, or that you are but a small part of a bigger universe where your destiny intersects with others. Your life may be meant to serve another purpose at this moment, and your attention meant to be directed elsewhere. Consider that this place of temporary non-action is exactly meant for you at this time. That's why you're getting the me talks. That's what you're meant to focus on. Perhaps it's because all you desire and have set in motion needs time to coalesce into form on the other side, which it is, because some of you may not believe this is possible. This Garden of Venus, this rest and renewal, this may be where you need to visit at this time. Patience is required now, right? We said that with the Sag energy of temperance, which is patience, and the wisdom that this might be a great time to take a break and contemplate gratitude. What is truly yours will never be walled off from you. Remember that. What is truly yours will never be walled off. That is what I have for you, Sag. I do see here a brighter future ahead if you heed the call of Me Talks. The 11th hour, this is on you. This could be a huge catalyst that changes everything in your life for the better. Thank you, Sag, for being here today. If you like the message, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and comment if you haven't already. Thank you so much again. Lots of love.